Okay, so there's a lot to love about this lens. I will admit that to you. And I think by now we all know what this lens has to offer. We know its pros, we know its cons. So in this video, I'm going to tell you my story with this lens, tell you who I think it's for, why you should buy it, why you shouldn't buy it. I'm going to show you some examples of images I've made with this lens at real weddings over the past few months. So let's dive into it and learn a little bit more about why you should or shouldn't buy the Canon RF 28-70 f2. Hey everybody, for those of you who are new here, my name is Zach. I'm a photographer and videographer based in Santa Barbara, California. I've been a little bit slow on my YouTube output because I've been really busy with work and I recently moved to a new place, but here's a new video for you, so I hope you like it. All right, so the 28-70, what can we say about this lens that hasn't already been said? It's been out for quite a while. There are tons of videos about it. There's lots of camera lure about it. Is there camera lure about it? I don't know, maybe I made that up. I actually made a video about it a while back. I rented it, tested it. I said it was really big and heavy and expensive and I didn't need it. Well, guess what? I bought it. So until I got the 28-70, I had been using the RF 24-70 f2.8 for pretty much everything because of its versatility, its amazing autofocus, its sharpness. That's just an incredible all-rounder lens. And especially for shooting events and weddings, it's really important to have a versatile lens like the 24-70 that has a really large range of focal lengths and is really fast to autofocus so that you can capture moments. The 28-70 is sort of the bigger, more expensive, better version of the 24-70, which might seem obvious, but I will say it's probably not better for everyone or for every situation. The reason that I decided to buy the 28-70 was a ton of my friends in the wedding industry had that lens, used that lens, loved that lens. So I was getting all of these like personal recommendations, like Zach, get this lens, it'll change your life, etc. And along with that, I have developed a shooting style that is primarily focused on using natural light and ambient lighting. And so I was finding that the 24-70 struggled a bit in low light situations, not in terms of performance, but in terms of image quality. So for example, at a reception, I couldn't really shoot ambiently with the 24-70 without pushing the ISO really uncomfortably high. So I decided to listen to my friends, invest in the 28-70, not knowing if an f2 aperture would really give me that much more light than an f2.8 aperture. Would it really make a difference? That was my question. Would I be satisfied, or would I say, well, this is still not bright enough? Why'd I buy this? What I learned is that the 28-70 is incredible in almost every situation. It's like all these new possibilities have opened up for me. On paper, it doesn't seem like that big of a difference, f2 versus f2.8, but in reality, it's huge because the 28-70 feels like a prime lens in many respects. The rendering is gorgeous. The sharpness is amazing. The low light capabilities are incredible. The focusing is faster than my Canon RF prime lenses. This lens is truly a do-everything workhorse lens. It's the perfect lens for photojournalism, the perfect lens for capturing moments, the perfect lens for events. Now, I just want to say that I do think the 28-70 is a lens for professionals, for people who are making significant income from photography. And the reasons are because this lens is enormous, it is heavy, it is really expensive, and unless you are producing really high quality images for paying clients, I don't see a reason for you to have this. It's going to be a lot of money, it's going to be really inconvenient to travel with, to take with you, to go on a walk with. It's not a personal lens, it's not an everyday lens, it's not a lens for people who are making photos for the enjoyment of it, and you don't need it, right? The reason I have it is so that I can create high quality images in low light situations, that I can capture events to the best of my ability in any situation. And unless that's you, unless you are making money from it, I'll say it again, don't buy this lens. You don't need it. It's not for you. If you are making photos for the pure love of it, if you're gonna be traveling, the 24-70 is more than enough. And in fact, one of the reasons that I'm keeping my 24-70 rather than selling it is because it's going to be my personal lens, my travel lens, my go-to lens for when I'm just shooting for myself. For me, the 28-70 is for work. It's way too big and expensive for me to take it with me on a vacation or on a walk or something like that. The other reason I'm keeping the 24-70 is because I also shoot video, and I feel like the 24-70 makes more sense for videography than the 28-70. And so that's why I'm keeping both of them. Okay, so those are my thoughts about this lens. It is really the perfect lens for professional work, specifically event photography. And I feel like it's made a big impact on my experience working, but also on the images that I'm able to produce for my clients. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that it's been a little bit helpful for you if you are trying to decide on whether or not to purchase the 28-70. I can just sum up by saying, if you're a professional photographer, you will not regret buying this lens. I did push it off for a long time, but now that I've purchased it, I'm in love with it and I wish I had bought it sooner. I think you will too. It's just incredible. If you're someone who's not a professional and you're trying to decide whether or not you need this lens, chances are you don't, because it really is made for professional photographers and there are some drawbacks if you're not using it in a professional setting. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. I'd love to see you at the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Thank you as always for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye.